Hello everyone, so in today's staycation review, I'll be doing a short staycation here at Porcelain Hotel, which is located, right at the heart of Chinatown. So I'm gonna go into the hotel reception and let's see how my staycation goes. Alright, so this is the executive queen room over here in Porcelain Hotel. So I actually complained about the previous room, so I got a slight upgrade. I think they call this the premier executive queen or something like that. But anyway, so let me just show you guys around. So you have the toilet on the right, I'll show you guys later. I'll show you guys the main bedroom first. So over here in this corner, you have a small cupboard that's quite rickety, as you guys can see. It's quite dark. You get a few wooden hangers, complimentary water and kettle, some teacups, sugar sachet below. There's a sieve that looks like it was made in the last century, and then a small mini fridge that I think is working, or maybe the light just blew. But yeah, it doesn't look in great condition. You can see and it's quite rickety as well. So not very impressed, but here's the main bedroom, which looks slightly better. So over here on the left, you get a little sofa couch, L-shaped sofa-ish thing, white walls to match the porcelain theme. And here you have an intriguing looking chair, that I don't know if you guys can see, cast quite an interesting shadow on the floor, but it's not very ergonomic and it clearly has seen better days, so I don't know if you guys can hear. But it's quite finicky, definitely when I sit on it I cannot lean back because I'm scared it will break. So yeah, so pretty much Star Wars substance, definitely has seen better days. But you do at least get a work desk with a drawer. Again, everything's in white to match the porcelain theme. Over here on the right, in this little alcove, you get a actually relatively modern Xiaomi TV. So if you read the written review, you'll see that actually Netflix and YouTube apps pre-installed. So that's great if you just want something on Netflix and chill. I like this little alcove as well, and I think you can link up some of your HDMI devices, your Nintendo Switch or Chromecast if you have the device yourself. But the cleanliness isn't great. You can see stains in this alcove, and as you guys would see in the written review, stains will be quite a prevalent issue throughout. So moving on, now I'm not quite sure what this is. I hope this is a connecting door. It's a bit creepy, to be honest. There's a sign that says, please not knock or turn the handle of this door. So I'm not quite sure what this door holds. I'm not quite sure why there are steps here that leads to the door, but here it is. Over here you get an analog phone, the TV remote, and the aircon remote. Now again, doesn't really make much sense for the phone to be located so far away from the bed, right? Close to this mystery door. But it is how it is. Over here in this little alcove, you get complimentary room slippers and some wall decorations to match the porcelain theme. But again, they have clearly seen better days. You can see a lot has already been chipped off over the years. And here is the queen bed. So I actually took a lay in it. I mean, it's pretty clean overall, quite soft however, so not much back support. But again, I'm not quite sure why there's like a lump here. I think it wasn't set properly or something, so I'll probably complain later again. I'm gonna show you guys the view. So it's dark already, but yeah, so this room comes with windows. There are blinds as well. So if you roll out the blinds, you can actually open the windows. Let me just show you guys the view. And there you go. So you get a view of Chinatown. Yeah, a pretty nice touch if you like the Chinatown district. Alright, but I think the most disappointing part of the room is some of the cleanliness issues. So again, you can see here, let me just zoom in. There's some waste paper or stains. Again, stains are very prevalent. You can see it in almost all corners of the room. You can see more stains on the wall, as you guys can see. And also on the couch itself. Yeah, so not very impressed by the room, even though upon initial impression it does look interesting. I mean, that's the all white really just fit the theme of the Porcelain Hotel, but everything just looks quite run down and a bit worse for wear. So now let me just show you guys how the bathroom looks like. Okay, so here we have the bathroom. Honestly, the bathroom is one of the better parts of the room. So you get these very cool twin sinks and twin mirrors, lighted up with like a porcelain Chinese oriental theme. Pretty cool. Separate his and hers tab, I assume. You have total toilet. However, it's more traditional toilet, so you don't get a bidet, you don't get a hidden cistern or whatsoever. And the same goes for the shower system. Now, there's actually a rain shower. Again, it's by Toto, so even though I haven't used it yet, it's probably decent. Again, a handheld shower head as well. However, there's not much toiletries provided. Again, the body cleanser and the shampoo is in this sort of rickety, almost integrated shed body pumps that you might find at the gym. And again, there's none of your typical shower cap or even soap actually. You know, everything is quite bare bones here. You just get a complimentary toothbrush and toothpaste. And like the rest of the room, you know, some aspect looks worse for wear. So one example is the door. So as you guys can see, you know, it's quite filthy at the back. It's quite chipped as well. So clearly, you know, has seen better days. But yeah, this is the bathroom over here in Porcelain Hotel. Alright, so I just checked out Porcelain Hotel and boy, where do I even start? My concluding thoughts. I think, unfortunately speaking, I feel quite bad to say this, but unfortunately speaking, I would say that Porcelain Hotel is probably one of the worst hotels I've been to, you know. It was probably a hotel that I couldn't wait to check out of, to be, if I'm being very honest. There are plenty of reasons why. I think number one, you know, the entire hotel, you have a nice vibe. It just felt very seedy. The corridors and everything were very dark. If I'm being a bit honest, it felt like a sex hotel almost, you know. But which kind of is interesting because it's sort of the complete opposite of I thought what it would have been. You know, Porcelain Hotel, the name suggests porcelain. I expected bright corridors, very brightly lit areas, you know, but it was sort of like the opposite. The room itself was a disappointment, so I had to change room like twice. So my first two, you know, deluxe king room, I believe it's called, or executive king room, they were quite dirty, you know, there were food residues, there were insects, there were very suspicious stains on the wall as well, and you know, just very dusty and clumps of hair, clumps of dust, whatever. They didn't feel like a good environment to stay in. So I asked for them to change the room, I think twice. Eventually they upgraded me, maybe out of frustration, I don't know, to the premier room. The premier room is slightly better in terms of the spaciousness, but you know, again, everything is just saw earlier in the previous part of this video, just worse for wear, right? You had a creaky cupboard, you know, your fridge was barely working, you have a toilet area that was cramped, you had, you know, a very heavily stained sofa bed, you have a rickety chair, the mattress was terrible. It was probably, I'm sorry to say this again, it was probably the worst mattress I slept in. It was too soft. When I slept in, I felt like I was going to fall off the bed. And you know, there was some issue with the mattress where it's sort of like, I don't know how to say this, but there was sort of like a hump in the middle where I complained, or feedback nicely to the front desk. Apparently they said, you know, it's a common issue with their mattress. So I never seen that issue with any other mattress. So I mean, be that as what it will. I was just very dusty. It just didn't feel clean throughout. I would say the only highlight of the room, I guess, perhaps were the porcelains or mirrors in the bathroom. Those were quite cool, and the surprisingly modern Xiaomi TV that could connect to Netflix and YouTube. But other than that, you know, definitely I think it's oh man, if you're watching this Porcelain Hotel, you really do need to tighten your cleanliness standards and overall do some renovation, because the wear and tear is really not up to par, and the cleanliness is really not up to par as well. And for the price that I paid, I think the executive king room, so this is not an upgraded one that I showed you earlier, so the normal one goes for about $80 plus or $90 plus. At that price, I would even pay half of that for that room, if I'm being very honest. If you're talking about around the same price, $80 plus $90, you know, there's something like 5-6 Hotel Splendour, which I think is much better. There's something like Santa Grand Hotel, like I said, we have the pool. If you go again up Orchard Hotel, Orchard Rendezvous, book those. What I'm trying to say is that I don't see a world in which I'll ever book Porcelain Hotel, because it's just not competitive. You know, the rooms are very old, worn, and just not clean. So it's definitely one that I wouldn't return. I would say it's probably one of my worst hotel stays. Probably, I'm sorry to say this again, but it's probably my worst hotel stay that I've stayed at, even worse than the Lloyd Inn's one. Yeah, so if you're watching this video and planning to book a stay at Porcelain Hotel, you have been warned. Alright, so that wraps up my review of Porcelain Hotel. If you like this video, do, you know, comment, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, ring the notification bell, and all that kind of good stuff. As always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!